Alright, happy lunch sa lahat. Ah, okay lang ba yung audio, no? Paki-chat. Hello, okay lang ba? Hello? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. So I will be your coach for this lunchtime. So welcome sa ating lunch and learn. And today you will learn about basic investing 101, especially mutual funds. So I will be your speaker for around 30 minutes. So to give you a little background, so I'm Lorenzo Leonardo. I'm a financial educator in IMG. By profession, I'm a computer engineer, and I also got my associate financial planner certification of the Registered Financial Planners Philippines. For IMG, I'm already 13 years in this organization, and I was also invited, just like you, many years ago. And I saw this company, and I learned a lot in terms of personal finance. So So bago tayo magsimula, I'll just read this disclaimer, no? So IMG is one of the few companies of its kind in the industry today, a company which caters to the financial needs of every individual and families who wish to attain financial independence. IMG is a financial educator who established agreements with many of the world's leading financial services companies who offer a broad array of financial products and services. IMG does not sell mutual funds. All mutual funds are sold by Ramper Financial. So nag-disclaimer tayo kasi IMG is just here to educate you but not to sell you anything, no, especially investment products. So welcome to our topic about investing 101. Make money work for you, no? So who is IMG? We are a community of savers and investors, and we have a common mission about financial education. Kasi ito yung kulang sa bansa natin. Maraming mga professionals atin, but we still struggle with money because we lack financial education. And what we do, we execute with best deals. Because in the financial industry, there's a lot of financial companies out there, but uh, we don't know how to choose the right companies for our own needs. Kasi bawat financial needs natin there's a certain company that cater for that, no? So the goal of our organization is to hit 30 million Filipino families educated, no, financially by the year 2030. And welcome, especially for the first timer because you're already part of the counter. So after this event, talk to your friend how to become part of the campaign. Because a long time ago, I was also like you, invited, and eventually I love the advocacy, and eventually I became a campaigner in this organization. So this is our mission, no, to make a difference. So we have this book, no, so you can also ask your friend how to get a copy of this book. At least meron kang sariling personal copy mo, at least you will learn different personal finance strategies. And also Brother Bo is also part of our organization. Siya yung nag-forward sa book na ito, no? Sinabi niya dito na, friend, this book is your ticket in upgrading your financial life. Read it, devour it, and share it with people who needs financial revolution in their lives. And ang topic natin is investment. So points of discussion about two types of investments, key concepts, what is mutual fund, how it works, the advantages and the disadvantages, simple and doable strategy, and how to get started. No? So what is investment? No, it is an asset or item acquired with a goal of generating income or appreciation. So appreciation refers to an increase in the value of an asset over time. No, kaya nga why do we need to invest? Because to reach our financial goals, no, especially long term. And take note, investment, if we talk about investment, it should be always long term. There is no short term investment. No. So there are two types of investment. First is the solid investment. Second is the liquid investment. But since we will talk about mutual fund, it falls around the liquid investment. So what are these solid investment? These are real estate property, equipment, art, and jewelry. Solid investment, liquid investment, uh, it is about cash, shares of stocks, and mutual fund. So fact check tayo ngayon, no? So maraming tao dito nagsabi, I've been working hard all my life, but I was not able to save anything. Where did my money go? No, ito yung kadalasang question. In fact, it is not how much you earn that counts, it's how much you keep. No, marami tayong kilala na malalaking sahod, pero at the end of the day, kahit isang investment, walang investment. No, they just depend on their active income, and nakatakot yan kasi pag nawala yung active income mo, paano na masustain yung lifestyle mo. So while you are still earning that active income, you should also need to learn how money works and how to build passive income streams. And one of that vehicle is about mutual funds. So ito din yun, no? Fact check din tayo. I will start saving and investing when I have enough money already. Can I not wait for my bonus next year? So ito yung kadalasang mga objection ng mga tao na hindi pa lang ako mag-invest ngayon, sir, kasi kulang yung pera, maraming magastusin. But always remember, every year we are going to get old and our children are growing up faster, no, than we can provide for them. That is why kahit na wala pa tayong anak or meron na tayong upcoming anak, dapat meron na tayong na-start na pang tuition fee fund nila. No? Kasi the best time to prepare big na mga gastusin is while it is not yet happening. And ang kadalasan natin mga Pilipino, magpaplano lang kung meron ng problem, no? So small money will eventually become big money if you just consistently save for it. So ito yung prevailing mindset kadalasan natin. Investing in the stock market is only for the wealthy. No, is it not too risky for me to invest? In fact, if you have less financial education, it is more risky because if you don't have financial education, your decision is made on your uh, ano feelings. Your decision are based on emotion, and when you're emotional in the market, it is the time you lose money. No, so in order to win in the money game, especially in the money market, you need to be financially educated, and you need to always uh, tied it with logic. Dapat tayo logical. Kasi kung hindi tayo logical, dyan tayo malulugi. No? So investing in the stock market through mutual fund gives everyone equal investing opportunity. Akala kasi ng iba, yung mutual fund, malaki yung i-invest dyan. But in fact, as low as 1,000, you can already start. But hindi lang na-educate yung mga tao about this. So prevailing money mindset ng mga tao, ito din, no? I am already saving my hard-earned money in my local bank. Why is this not enough? It is not enough kasi merong tinatawag na inflation. No? The purchasing power of our money over time, it loses its purchasing power. And alam natin, in the early 90s, nung kabataan natin, yung pamasahe noon dito sa Cebu, it is only 2 pesos. But right now, impossible na yan na babalik sa 2 pesos. No? Habang tayo tumatagal sa mundo, prices will always go up. That is why if you're saving below the inflation rate, actually you're losing the money game. No? So that is why you need to invest, no? Because the purpose of investment is to outpace inflation. So si Sir Joen, he's the president and CEO of IMG. So yun ang sinabi niya na there is a right way of and wrong way of saving. No, the right way is when the interest of your savings is greater than the inflation rate. So ito talaga, that's the purpose about investing. So let's understand the wealth formula. So we have 5 factors. One is the money, second the time, the rate of return. So bakit plus minus? Kasi rate of return are not guaranteed. No, real investment, the rate of return are not guaranteed. And kung merong mag-offer sa inyo na rate of return guaranteed, hindi yan totoo. Kadalasan yan is scam, no? And minus inflation and minus taxes. So, ano ang matira? If you check your wealth right now, is it positive or negative? 'Di ba? So, kadalasan negative, sir. Bakit negative? Kulang yung sahod. At nag-negative, sir, kasi I have invested my money the wrong way, no? Kasi walang nakapag-guide sa akin. So, nagpasalamat ako sa tao nag-invite sa IMG a long time ago kasi kung wala ang IMG, hindi ko nalaman yung mga financial stuffs. So, how money works, no? Understanding the rule of 72. So, this is the power of compounding interest. So, yung rule of 72 is just a mathematical concept, no, that will approximate the number of years it will take to double the principal. No, so, example, constant number 72, just divided it by the interest rate per annum. No, ano yung interest rate per annum? The answer is the number of years for the money to double, no, approximately. So, this is just approximation. 72 divided by 4, no, example, kung merong investment vehicle nagbigay ng 4%. So if you're age 29 right now and you have 100,000, if you put it at 4%, using rule 72, you can already predict that after 18 years, your 100,000 becomes 200,000 approximately. And another 18 years, your 200,000 became 400,000 and you're already age 65. Another sample, 72 divided by 8. So what if merong investment vehicle nagbigay ng 8% per annum? So 72 divided by 8 every 9. So every 9 years, nagdo-double yung pera. So if you are age 29 right now, 100,000. After 9 years, it becomes 200,000 approximately, became 400,000 approximately, became 800, and became 1.6 at age 65. And what if merong 12% per annum? So 72 divided by 12, that is 6 years. So your money doubles every 6 years. So if you're age 29 right now, if meron kang 100,000 every 6 years, money doubles approximately. And when you reach 65, it became 6.4 million. And let's analyze mathematics, basic math. If you double the interest, let's say 8 is twice 4, you don't double the money, you quadruple the money. If you triple the interest, 12 is 3 times 4. So if you triple the interest, it does not triple the money. 6.4 is 16 times 400,000. That's how money works. And the challenge right now, most of the people, saan sila nanghiram ng pera? At what interest rate right now people nag-utang? Meron bang makasagot sa chat? Tingnan natin sa chat. Example, credit card. Magkano ang interest right now sa credit card? Anyone who can answer? Let me check the chat. 2.5 per month right now. So, i-multiply natin yan by 12. So, basic computation. Magkano yan annually? 2.5 times 12. So, that is 30% per year. So, 72 divided by 30, your utang will double 2.4 years. So, kung meron kang utang ngayon, tapos hindi mo yan babayaran, after 2.4 years, yung utang is magdodouble. And the challenge of the Filipinos right now, they are not paying more than the minimum. They just paying the minimum. And if you always pay the minimum, magulat ka lang sa next bill mo, bakit parang hindi bumaba yung principal? So you are just giving interest to the lender. So paano natin yan masugpo, sir? Kasi meron na kaming maraming utang. First solution is to have another source of income. No, after this event, talk to your friend, no? Because IMG offers you na another career, at least meron kang extra income to pay off debts, no? At least we can pay off that early. And secondly, saan tayo magsisave? Magsisave tayo at least 8 to 12 because meron tayong tinatawag na inflation, no? And the average inflation natin ngayon is around 4%. So that is why or I think 5% if you average it by 10. So if you're saving below 5%, so you're already losing the value of your money. So that is why you need to invest at least a little bit higher compared to the inflation rate. So where can we see that 8 to 12? One vehicle is mutual fund. So save and invest depending on your goals. So we never save and invest to make more money. So ito yung kadalasan nangyari sa mga tao. Bakit ka nag-invest? Kasi gusto ka ng payout agad. Hindi ganun yung investment. Investment is about long-term goal, about 5 to 10-year goal. That is why a lot of Filipinos lose money in scams kasi gusto sila ng payout kaagad. Walang ganun company, no? Kung merong ganun scam, hindi yan maglalast, no? So marami tayong mga kilala gustong guaranteed interest. In fact, si SM hindi makabigay ng ganung kalaking interest, no? So we save and invest to fulfill financial dreams, to achieve financial goals, no? Rex Mendoza, he is our investment mentor in IMG. He's the president of Ramper Financial. He was also the president of Ayala Land before and the CEO of Philam Life, the biggest life insurer in the country. Right now, he is already with us. He is mentoring us about money market. So, ito yung kadalasang mga goals natin. Dream car, best education sa children natin, business, house, yung travel, and retirement. So, these are all our major financial goals. And most of these goals are in the long term. That is why you need to start right now. Especially mga millennials or young people right now, dapat tayo magsimula. Because time is money. So mag-disclaimer ako ulit kasi I will now talk about mutual fund. So disclaimer tayo ulit for especially for the people who just nakapasok ngayon. So IMG is one of the few companies of its kind in the industry today. A company which caters to the financial needs of every individual and families who wish to attain financial independence. IMG is a financial educator who has established agreement with many of the world's leading financial services companies who offer a broad array of financial products and services. IMG does not sell mutual funds. All mutual funds are sold by Ramper Financial. So ang mag-offer lang ng mutual fund are those who have secondary license and who have a CIS license. Okay? So Ramper Financials, no, sila yung partner natin. So liquid investment, let's talk about mutual fund. Mutual fund is an investment company that collects or pools investors' contribution for a purpose of investing in different vehicles such as stocks, bonds, money market instrument, or combination of the three. So sa madaling salita, no, nag-chip in tayo ng pera, we pull that money, and there is a fund manager. Their goal is to invest it the right way. No? Sila yung merong access 24/7 sa money market, all the news, lahat. At least tayo, wala na tayong ibang gagawin. Stock market and mutual funds both invest in stocks listed and traded in the yung PSA, Philippine Stock Exchange. So ito yung mga leading companies, no? Mga companies that in our daily lives we transact with them. And most of these companies are already century old and already many years in our country, and most of these industries already dictates the economy of the Philippines. So if you want to invest your money, you go directly to the companies that you know, no? Huwag ka doon mag-invest sa mga payout schemes na hindi natin kilala yung may-ari, hindi natin, in fact, yung iba merong SEC pero walang secondary license. Kaya nga maraming scam kasi akala nila merong SEC, okay na ito, legit. So hindi lang yan batayan sa isang legitimate investment. Dapat meron silang secondary license and dapat sila nagpa-list sa Philippine Stock Exchange. What is the difference between stock market and mutual funds? So stock market is invest directly on stocks listed and traded in the Philippine Stock Exchange. Ano naman yung mutual fund? So invest with professional money management, no? So indirectly, instead ikaw yung magti-trade, especially tayo mga professional or wala tayong idea about money market or you don't have time to trade in the stock market, might as well go to a mutual fund and let a professional manager do it for you. So how mutual fund works? So tayo investor, we pull that money inside the mutual fund. So iba't ibang investor, individual, joint account, group, corporate, or individual investor, nagpo-pull dyan, and the mutual fund company, no, lahat ng pera na na-pull dito, they invested it in different stocks, no? So it means the money inside the mutual fund is diversified. At least kung merong isang company magsira dito, hindi lahat ng pera mawala. And I don't think generation to generation these companies mawawala. Every day we go to Jollibee, every day we transact with BPI, every day we go to Ayala, we go to SM, babayad tayo ni Meralco, no? Babayad tayo ni Globe, di ba? Uminom tayo ni San Miguel, di ba? So most of these companies are the drivers of our country, economy. So if you want to have peace of mind, put it here and let the professional fund manager do it for you. Especially if you don't have time to trade in the stock market. And once you have invested in a mutual fund, you are part owner of the mutual fund. No? You are part owner of the mutual fund. No? And you have number of shares. Mamaya, i-discuss ko paano. And it is always long term. No? So how it works? Mutual fund versus stocks trading. Do you want to be the driver or the passenger? In the stock market, you're the driver. Ikaw talaga. No? Kung hindi ka marunong magda-drive, kaya nga maraming tao na bangga, no? Na aksidente, 'di ba? Kasi maliit lang yung knowledge nila doon. Kaya nga maraming nasusunog. But if you're type of person na parang wala parang idea tapos gusto mo lang ng peace of mind, lagay na lang sa mutual fund, sa PDF or long-term care. Tutulog ka na lang dyan sa passenger seat and let the driver do it for you. And at least yung driver are professional and marami silang mga gabay na pina-follow nila, no, para hindi mabangga yung sasakyan. They follow the rules and regulation. So mutual fund allows the average person to have equal investment opportunity with the wealthy. So these are three types of investor. May tinatawag na conservative, moderately aggressive, and aggressive. So risk appetite, investor risk profile. So dapat meron tayong proper investment asset allocation kasi bawat tao iba-iba yung appetite natin. Merong tao na grabe yung appetite nila. Very aggressive, no? Hindi sila matakot na pag bumagsak yung market, no? They have the stomach. Pero yung mga conservative naman, these are people na hindi mga risk taker. Yung moderately aggressive, mga 50% conservative or 50% aggressive sila. No? That is why once you open a mutual fund, no, especially directly sa mga companies, meron silang risk profile na ipa-answer. So what are the three basic types of mutual fund? We have what we call the conservative or the bond fund, yung moderately aggressive, yung balance. Yung aggressive naman is the stocks and equity. No? Ano ang pag-aiba sa tatlo? Yung stocks, in majority of the fund invested in the Philippine stock market, doon sa mga publicly listed companies. Yung bond naman, yung pera dito are invested in government securities and let's say yung government, 'di ba, merong build project ngayon. Yung kadalasan yung government manghiram sa pera sa mutual fund, no, in a form of bond. That is why it is very safe kasi yung government magbabayad yan sa utang, hindi kagaya sa kilala mo na parang walang sure na babayaran ka sa utang mo. No? So yung balance naman is a combination of conservative and aggressive. So benefits of investing in a mutual fund. So it is professionally managed. It has a potentially high return, low capital requirement. In fact, as low as 1,000, you can start. Instant diversification kasi once you invest in a mutual fund, marami ng companies na doon nila nilagay. Meron ding safety and transparency. In fact, ito yung nagustuhan ko kasi lahat ng mga annual reports nila nandoon lang sa website. You can read their financial reports nandoon. No, ganoon sila ka-transparent and meron din silang third party na mga auditors. And meron din tax exempt kasi once you redeem your funds, once you redeem your investment, net of tax na yun. No, wala ka nang binayaran na tax because inside the mutual fund, there's already taxation na nangyari. That is why once you buy mutual fund, you buy the NAVs, yung tinatawag na net asset value per share. Later I will discuss. No? So benefits of investing mutual fund, it is for convenience. No? For the people, no need to investor to time and market, no, to time the market, no, watch prices very now and then, no. Kaya nga yung mga tao, marami akong nag-invest sa mutual fund, akala nila parang stock market na everyday ka magte-trade, no. Yun ang sinabi ni Rex Mendoza, wag mong gawing wag mo i-manage yung fund manager, no. Kung gusto ka mag buy and sell talaga, doon ka na lang mag-direct sa stock market, but for the people na wala talagang time na magte-trade, dito ka na lang. So disadvantage. Meron palang disadvantage yan, sir. The returns are not guaranteed. All legitimate investments, returns are not guaranteed. No? There are risks involved. So there are also fees can reduce the returns unless you have zero load benefits. And yun ang kagandahan kung member ka ni ING kasi si Ramper Financials, they give us that benefit. No? Wala tayong entry fee sa mga mutual fund companies. So you can lose money. And how to lose money? You only lose money in a mutual fund if you're too emotional. No? Later, I will discuss bakit ka malulugi kung emotional ka. But if you're logical, you will eventually gain money. No? Know there is time, not timing. Is the better ally to build wealth for family. Building wealth requires a lot of discipline and time. No? So this is not a get rich quick deal. No? Hindi ito pyramid scheme na payout system. No, maraming tayong kilala na pumasok doon sa payout system. Yun, marami sila nag-pay in, hindi na naka-payout, no? Tapos wala na yung company, no? Kasi gusto nila ng madali ang return, but legitimate investment hindi ganoon. It's not how it works. So right now I will teach you. This is just kung beginner ka ngayon, maganda ito. No, yung tinatawag na cost averaging, this is a powerful tool for long-term investor. No, it takes emotion out of investing and lets the market work for you. So ito yung sinabi ni Wilson Sino. He is the Warren Buffett of the Philippines. He's the director of Phil Equity Fund. No, I knew him 2008, no, one of the IMG conventions. So ito, how to buy in a mutual fund. So using money cost averaging, no, it's a strategy to systematically purchase shares of security products to offset investment risk. So example, you have 100 peso a month, no? Example lang ito ha. You have an interval of per month, no? Example lang 6 months ka lang nag-invest. Tapos let's say ngayon meron kang 600 pesos sa bulsa mo. This is just a sample. So month 1, hindi mo ini-invest lahat yung 600 mo. Kinuha mo lang yung 100. Tapos pagtingin mo dito, magkano ang price ngayon sa company? Because in a mutual fund, di ba, you buy shares. So it's up when you buy shares of a company, you buy no per share. No? It is like buying gasoline, no? You buy per liter, no? Or if you buy rice per kilograms, ito per share yung unit. So example, yung mutual fund ngayon, yung net asset value niya is 100 pesos. Yung price ng company. So if you have 100 pesos in your pocket and you invest, 100 divided by 100 kasi you buy the share. So yung price per share ng company is 100. So meaning, you can buy only one share if the price is 100. Tapos sa sample nito, bumaba yung price. 'Di ba? Pag bumaba, anong ibig sabihin yan? Wow, nag-sale, no? Kung bumili ka sa mga malls, nagsi-sale. So meaning 50 peso na lang per share. So meron kang exactly the same money, 100 pesos. So 100 pesos divided by 50, that's 2 shares, no? Kasi mura na lang yung shares ng company. That is why you already buy 2 shares, no? Ngayon, bumaba pa yung price, naging 25 pesos. So 100 divided by 25, that is equivalent to 4 shares. Tapos nagbaba pa at 20 peso per share. So 100 divided by 20, that is 5. 5 shares na bili. Tapos yung market tumaas, no? Naging 25 per share. So nakabili ka ng 4 shares at bumalik at 50 per share, you buy only 2 shares. So lahat ng shares na na-accumulate mo or nabili mo, i-add mo yan lahat. Tapos how to check the value of your money? Always remember, mutual fund is buying number of shares. So you buy all the shares, di ba? You buy all the shares, no, in interval of 6 months. So ito yung nag-total 18 shares. So what is the latest price? That is 50 pesos. So how to check the current value of your investment? Your total shares, multiply it with the current price. So 18 shares times 50, that's equivalent to 900 pesos. Magkano lang yung investment mo? Total 600. So ito na yung value ng pera mo, no? So ano lang ginawa mo? Nag-invest ka lang maliit pero consistent, no? Hindi ka nagta-time sa market. Ganun lang ka-simple ang mutual fund. So ito. So ito. Let's analyze, no, as the price of a given product fluctuates. Ang kadalasang mga nangyari kasi sa mga tao kapag yung market palaging tumataas, parang feeling na, wow, ngayon mag-invest tayo kasi the market is very good, no? Sabi nila na we are on the bull market. So lahat ng mga tao, positive sila lahat. Saan lang sila mag-iiba yung decision nila? When there is a down market, especially when the start of the pandemic last year. Kasi I'm in the mutual fund for 13 years. Yung experience ko, I've been through global crisis 2008. Ganon pa rin yung market bumagsak, no? Last year, pag-start ng pandemic March, no? Nag-circuit breaker pa yung stock exchange noon. No? Anong nangyari? Yung sentiments ng mga tao when the market is good, yes, positive sila lahat. The same sila ng decision lahat. Once the market goes down, once emotion takes place, mag-iiba ang decision. Mawala yung logic ng tao. Yung mga taong logical last year, those are the people who invested a lot. Pero yung mga emotional, nag-withdraw. Pag withdraw nila, bagsak ang market, diyan sila nalugi. Pero yung mga taong logical, doon nag-invest. That is why ngayon, yung mga taong logical ngayon, masaya. Yung mga emotional last year, sayang dapat pala ako nakinig sa IMG. But what na? Because they're too emotional, hindi nakinig sa advice, hindi nakikinig sa mga merong experience, they just let their decision based on the forums, no? Too emotional, doon na sila nalugi. In fact, pinag-criticize pa nila yung government agency natin na bakit nag-invest na nag-pandemic. Tinanong pa nila, hindi nila nalaman na ngayon malaki ng kita kasi bumalik na yung market. Nag-circuit breaker noong March 19, 2020, hindi ko yun malimutan. That's the deepest price drop. And sino nakabili doon? No? Malaking ngiti. They have kasi hindi sila emotional eh. But how to become not emotional? You need to be financially educated. And with the help of IMG, you will have your decision based on logic, hindi emotion. No? So that is why if you look at this graph, kahit na you draw a straight line, it is a bear market na bumaba. But if you invested consistently the same amount, if you check the return, di ba, kung tingnan mo, parang lugi ako kasi nag-start at 100 tapos hindi bumalik at 100. Check natin. 18 shares, di ba? Times 50, the last price, 900. 900 minus 600, that is 300 pesos. That is 50% over 6 months. So, it means kung merong crisis, kung magbagsak yung market, hindi ka dapat emotional. Dapat ka maglagay ng marami. Yun lang kasimple. And it needs logic, hindi emotion. No? So risk is not when the market is down. It is when it goes up and you're not part of it, especially yung mga nag-withdraw last year. You're already not part of the market. Hindi ka na kumita. Pero yung mga taong hindi emotional, kumitang malaki ngayon. So get started. Number one, you need to seek advice. No? You have a financial check-up. Know what you need. So after this event, no, talk to your friend who invited you. Start investing. Open a mutual fund account. In fact, once you join IMG, you become part of the community. At least, maraming tao nagmagabay sa'yo. Hindi lang doon sa forums, no? Merong mag-advise doon. Hindi mo kilalang tao. Dito, at least makilala mo yung mga mentors mo. And especially yung mga mentors natin, meron ng experience sa market. So they already have the wisdom. Hindi lang theory. No? Hindi kagaya ng teacher mo sa paralan. No, they teach you about investing pero in real world wala silang own investment, no? Wala silang experience. Dito, mga mentors dito merong mga experience over, in fact, yung iba more than 2 decades, no? Marami ng crisis na dinaanan and they already have the wisdom. So makinig tayo, especially si Rex Mendoza, no, sa mentors natin dito. So in fact, once you become also a member of IMG, hindi lang yan yung benefit mo makuha. Marami pang benefit dito. Total financial solution, personal finance, nandito na lahat. No, after this event, talk to your friend ano yung mga ibang benefits pa. No, in fact, merong mga free gifts. Once you become a member of IMG, you already become investment. You already have your own mutual fund investment through Ramver Financials, no, sa Soldivo. So si Ramper Financials yung nagsusold nito, hindi tayo. No? Member tayo, malaking client si IMG sa kanila, no? Sila yung investment solicitor natin, no? Hindi investment solicitor yung friend mo ni sa IMG, no? Oh, sinabi mo, disclaimer, does not sell mutual fund kasi akala ng iba yung IMG nag-sell ng mutual fund. Hindi. Maging member ka kasi tayo, we are the client of Ramper. No, hindi tayo nagbenta ng mutual fund. So, benefits, meron din tayong access because of Ramper Financials, because Ramper Financials, sila yung nagbenta sa lahat ng mutual funds na ito from Soldibo, Atram, BPI, Metro, First Metro Asset. Binigyan tayo ng zero entry fee. No? Hindi si IMG nagbenta nila. Si Ramper Financials nagbenta. No? No? So, ang kagandahan ng dito sa IMG, at least si IMG nag-guide lang, nag-i-educate lang sa tao, hindi nagbibenta ng financial product or investment, no? Si Ramper yung nagbibenta, no? And nakagandahan dito sa IMG, meron tayong mga classes, no? Tapos binigyan pa tayo ng zero entry fee ni Ramper, no? So meron din mga IMG member na gusto talaga mag-trade sa stock market. Meron din tayong partner na online platform, My Trade by Abacus Securities, no? Ito yung stock broker, Abacus Securities. They have the My Trade application. So what is the best investment? So tingnan natin bank. Dapat pala kung humanap ka ng best investment, dapat yung apat na factors present. Ano yung apat na factor? Growth, guarantee, healthcare, and protection. Let's take a look sa bank. Sa bank, meron bang growth? Walang growth, di ba? Alam natin, maliit na yung interest ngayon. Merong guarantee? Yes, merong guarantee because yung pera natin will not go negative. No? Meron bang healthcare? Wala. Kung magkasakit tayo, meron bang insurance? Wala. Meron bang protection? What if we die? Ano yung mangyari sa deposit natin? Lumaki ba? Malaki bang pera na ibalik sa family? So, sa tingin ko parang ito lang, no? So wala siya sa tatlo. Let's say bonds. Yes, merong growth. Merong guaranteed kasi bonds, no? Pero walang protection, walang healthcare. Ito, mutual funds. Yes, big check, merong growth. Pero walang guarantee, no? Because fluctuating yung market. Wala ding healthcare, wala ding protection, no? At least alam natin, no? Sa stock market naman, okay, merong growth, pero walang guarantee pa rin, di ba? Healthcare, wala ding protection. PDF, ano itong PDF? Premium Deposit Funds. No, after this event, you can also talk to your friend, no? Especially yung mga license sa IMG. No? Growth, meron siyang growth. Meron siyang guaranteed, hindi magne-negative. Meron siyang protection because it has a life insurance component. Pero wala siyang healthcare. Kung magkasakit ka, hindi mo pwede magamit sa hospital. Pero meron ding tinatawag na long-term care. Yes, meron siyang growth. Merong guarantee because it would go negative. It has healthcare, it has protection, no? After this event, talk to your friend, ano yung ibig sabihin ng long-term care? Meron palang long-term care na vehicle, no? So, sa madaling salita, dapat diversify. So, do not place all your money in one basket. Dapat lahat ng pera mo is nandito present sa 6 na ito, no? Dapat naka-diversify. Yan lahat. Hindi lang isang component. So, be part of IMG. So, IMG is a community of savers and investors that will inspire and guide on your financial journey towards achieving your financial goals. So, IMG is about converting from spenders to savers to investors, from dreaming into achieving their financial goals. So, goals talaga. So, dapat natin i-act yan and achieve. So, small steps in the right direction can turn out to be biggest step of your life. So, I appreciate your time. Lumagpas ako ng 15 minutes, but anyway, at least I already give you kahit na a little tip of the iceberg lang about investment. At least meron kayong idea. No? So if you have some question, you can contact me. In fact, meron akong AI assistant, no. You can copy paste this URL ninyo. You can inquire there, or you can text me at this number. So again, my name is Lorenzo Leonardo. I appreciate your time for attending this lunch and learn topic. Hope to see you in our future financial classes. I am proud to be an IMG campaigner. Thank you guys and have a great day.